With this album, I would have wanted to be there to celebrate in it and uplift it, because I didn't just go to the concert to see Beyonce on tour. I went because of what it represented. And I spent thousands, over $40,000 in tickets. I think Beyonce could have gave me like there should be a little love there. Now,
maybe she doesn't know.
I've done a lot, and I'm not even gonna say it here, because if I did, this internet, Beyonce's good internet, would go crazy.
Buckle up, people. Jason Lee is stirring up drama once again with his unpredictable antics that have found their next target to be Beyonce. In the latest episode of his podcast, he served the Queen Bee with an ultimatum in which he alluded that he had an explosive information on her that could potentially destroy her career. To amp his credibility, he went ahead and spilled the beans to his co-host, but bleeped the content. Judging from the reactions, Jason did spill scalding tea out there. Given the scandalous journey of the power couple, fans speculate that they may have been headed towards a dead end, if the deets ever got out. Let's jump into this fiasco that has the Beehive on the edge. Hollywood Unlocked founder Jason Lee had much to say about Beyonce's dynamic with black media outlets. During the recent episode of the Jason Lee podcast, the media platform owner declared that the Renaissance Tour didn't do enough to uplift and spotlight black media. Jason noticed that the entertainer's record-breaking tour celebrated black and LGBTQ+ groups, but media spearheaded by those communities didn't get that same love. He explained that he spent a whopping $40,000 to support the ideology behind Beyonce's Renaissance Tour, therefore he expected to be appreciated a little bit more.
And that's where I go back to we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Unlocked?
For context, it all came to this because Lee wasn't invited to the movie premiere. Anyway, Beyonce has been making headlines after her latest Renaissance tour brought in over $500 million in revenue. The singer receives immense praise for shining a light on black performers and inviting several black artists to the premiere of her documentary. However, Jason Lee did not seem to be appreciative of the Break My Soul singer's achievements. I think optically, when you don't include other black leaders in the culture in the fold, take me out of it, The Breakfast Club. I mean, you should have honored and brought in more black people, and because Beyonce has such a huge voice. During his rant about unacknowledgement, Jason amped his entitlement up a notch and claimed that he could have spilled a dangerous piece of information on Beyonce on his media outlet along with the receipts, but withheld it due to his apparent love for the songstress. But in the very next breath, he threatened Bey's career, claiming that he would use the alleged information as he saw fit if he couldn't get Kelly Rowland on his show. It is highly unlikely that Kelly, who has been a lifelong friend of Beyonce, would agree to associate with JLP anytime soon, especially after he was recently reaching a new low, even by his own standards. The 46-year-old media personality, who is currently running for city council in his hometown of Stockton, California, emphasized that Yvette, Beyonce's publicist, was aware of support toward Beyonce even if the singer wasn't. He said, "I still have the receipts. Yvette knows I got the receipts. I got them. I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette." After using the blackmail card to its fullest, Jason switched gears in a devastating attempt to show his love and support for Beyonce, maybe to avoid any backlash from the Beehive. Unsurprisingly, he changed gears again after a few moments of gushing and started to compare Beyonce with her music nemesis, Rihanna. We all know that it is a well-documented fact that both these celebs don't want anything to do with each other. But Lee was on a mission to berate Beyonce in any way possible. While taking a jab at Beyonce for not having a better guest list, he dragged the Fenty Beauty founder into it and claimed that Riri was more culturally relatable than Queen Bee. He said, "I think Rihanna is more relatable to people because her pulse is on the culture. She knows what's happening. She knows the people who are moving into the culture." As many continued to wonder what Lee knew about Beyonce, YouTuber Murad Merali expressed that could be likely that either Beyonce or Jay-Z are cheating on each other.
Perhaps Beyonce is unfaithful, perhaps Jay-Z has been unfaithful in some kind of remark, or something's going on. He proceeds to say even more, to say that Beyonce, if you don't allow me to come to your places, acknowledge me or invite me, I will continue to blackmail you.
Now, although Jason has been preaching about his apparent friendship with Beyonce, netizens noticed that Bey was avoiding Jason with all her might when he met her during a Rock Nation brunch. When fans called out Jason for his blatant lies, he claimed that the video had gone through multiple edits, which made it look like he was being avoided by Queen Bee. In an Instagram post, he said, The internet is trying me today. Y'all literally took a video I posted and edited it to make it look like a Beyonce was running away from me. Wow. Well, let me get to work so I can talk about my amazing experience meeting the queen of music and life. Let's not forget that Jason tried to post unauthorized pictures of Beyonce and her kids on his Hollywood Unlocked platform. However, when he received a message from Beyonce's representative, he took the photo down. We received a photo of Beyonce's children via an anonymous source and posted the image believing that it had already been posted by the Carters. After receiving a call from Beyonce's rep and learning that the image was not authorized, we immediately removed it from our platform out of respect for their privacy. One might question their friendly terms as if he didn't know the picture was posted by the Carters or not. Till now, you might have observed a pattern in Lee's behavior. Whenever he doesn't get what he wants, he attacks the people who got it. Following his usual behavior, he also started taking shots at Jennifer Hudson. After he couldn't score an exclusive interview with Jeannie Mai, Lee snidely remarked, "That's where you go when you want to get your word across, I guess. We all know Jennifer Hudson's illiterate." He went on to express doubt about the real co-host's allegations that the rapper was unfaithful during their 2-year marriage, and slammed her for past comments referring to black men as dark meat. People who forget, especially Jennifer Hudson, knew that this is why these daytime talk show hosts are failing. Cause y'all don't be doing your real work. Canceled the Jennifer Hudson show because she let Jeezy take a hit by that woman who only wanted her dark meat on the side. Fans noted that Jason has been targeting black women for their achievements for years. Time and time, Jason Lee proves he don't like black women. When y'all gonna stop giving this clown a platform? Calling Jennifer Hudson illiterate is crazy. For those who don't know, Lee's history of polarizing remarks about black women and evolving them in messy narratives dates back as far as his LHH days. His tenure on the series consisted of 3 seasons. Just 3 years ago, he claimed, "The only value Viacom saw in me when they signed me was to finish other black people." Earlier this year, he stated that he wanted to see all black people win, but the online audience's receipts and his missteps suggest otherwise. He also agitated a horde of critics in 2019 when he sided with Evelyn Lozada's alleged colorist criticism of Basketball Wives castmate Ogum OG Chijindu's looks. Lee told radio host Kendra G during a heated interview, "She was a hard face. It's not about her being dark-skinned. As people of color, we have to stop throwing up race and colorism for every single conversation because it doesn't always apply." Another controversial instance occurred during a 2020 episode of The Queen's Supreme Court with TV personality T.S. Madison when he stated that Tyra Banks' weight gain made her look like Lizzo. Madison defended both women by reminding Lee that he was fat as well. Fans also noted Lee's hypocritical antics and dragged him all over social media for it. Let's not forget Jason Lee was out here body-shaming black women, all while struggling with his own obesity that led him to get on that table. 50 and obsessed with Nicki because she no longer associates with him, who's allegedly been caught in minors' DMs and pays for BFs. Go throw up. All in all, Jason is quite a controversial celebrity to say the least. But it's also true to say that Jason is actually an industry insider, so his information is more credible than most. However, only time will tell if Jason would actually dish the tea if he couldn't get Kelly Rowland booked. That's it for today. See you in the next one. Goodbye.